Hello, Jellicles. It's Tuesday. It won't be Tuesday for very much longer. It's been kind of a busy day. But here I am, recording this video, eating calamari, because I love you. This week's theme is about falling out of love with cats. And it happened to me for a very long period of time. I got into cats at like a very young age. I was maybe like 10 or 11. Kids are that young because I'm 19 now. It's been like a 9-year-long love affair. And I was very heavily into the fandom for a couple years. And cats is what got me into fandom. So when I started discovering other things, I kind of pulled back a little bit out of cats and didn't get very intensely back into it until about 2 years later when I got Val hooked. And since then, I definitely have my moments of cats being my sort of top fandom interest. Like, this past year has been pretty intense cat-wise. I went to Wicked Fair and saw the tour a bunch of times. By a bunch, I mean like 3 or 4. But being able to dress up that much and being able to actually see the show definitely puts you in a cat's headspace. So I was very excited about it for a while. Cats is always in my brain, and I usually always have at least one project on the back burner. There's never been a point in my life when I haven't known what my next Cats project is going to be, or at least had some plan to make another costume, and by make I mean buy. Wearing Cats costumes and doing Cats stuff is some of the most fun I think that anyone can have. It's like my favorite thing in the world to do. It's so much fun. And there's no pressure of being in character talking wise. I'm not very good at improv. And when I'm wearing a character that's a human, there's a lot of speaking involved. People recognize your character and want to hear you say stuff that they say. And I'm so bad at it. I was GLaDOS at Comic-Con and I made myself memorize 10 lines of dialogue so that I could properly spout it back to people who were like, do a line, and you can be like, how are you holding up? Because I'm a potato. But if you're not prepared for it, like I was at New York Comic-Con, it can be very stressful. So being a cat is great because you don't have to do much talking, any talking. It's just about interacting with your environment and interacting with, can you tell I'm kind of mooshing last week's topic in with this week's topic because I wasn't here last week. My dog is very sick back home and I was a little preoccupied. I'm sorry, guys. So being a cat is low stress, so much fun, which is why part of the reason that I do keep cats sort of in my repertoire of fandoms because, you can only see the show so many times before, you've seen the show that many times. The magic wears a little thin. I have my moments, I can go a very long time without putting a lot of thought or effort into cats. I kind of, don't spend very much time on the board. I don't spend a lot of time working on costumes, but it's always there in my brain, and I don't think it's going anywhere. So yeah, I get to come home in exactly 1 week, which I'm very excited about. So I will be flying on Monday, which means I will totally be able to do my video on Tuesday. For next week's video, I will be home in Los Angeles. I'm so excited. Oh my god. Also, Jenny, you and I are in a fight. I don't think you're aware that we're fighting, so I'll explain. You started planning Nerdfighter gatherings, right after I left the state. I sense a conspiracy against me. So, I will eventually be telling you my Christmas vacation dates, and I fully expect at least one Nerdfighter gathering during those dates, so that I can pretend to be a member of the local Nerdfighter community. I'm so mad at you. Sorry about last week. I hope to see everyone here this week, and Rossi, I will see you tomorrow. Mwah!